Thank you. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Fiot tamagan dubego mekluhanan. Of course, you don't know that. That is just greeting you. Good afternoon to one and all in my native tongue. I'm from Mindanao. I'm native of Mindanao, but I'm not a Muslim. I belong to the Tiruray tribe, but you cannot see that in books. Because what you can see is the word Tiruray. But if you continuously calling us Tiruray with an S, it becomes plural, then my tribe becomes dangerous. And if you will not listen to me this afternoon, I might terrorize you. Anyway, I'm invited to speak on a topic, transforming education outcomes with character and creativity. Let me start with a quote of Dr. Marvin Berkowitz. He said, effective character education is not adding a program or set of programs to a school. Rather, it is a transformation of the culture and life of the school. Thank you for extending me this invitation to address this assembly of peace advocates, whose far-reaching goals include peace building, youth leadership development, education, voluntarism, and community-driven development. Today marks the first day of this 4-day Global Peace Convention for 2017. And I am tasked, or rather given the opportunity, to impart my insights on the topic transforming education outcomes with character and creativity. As a college professor, I was actually wondering if I will deliver a 1-hour lecture or make a PowerPoint presentation. But I have decided to do away with both and just follow the dictates of my heart. Foremost, let me thank the organizers of this convention, Mr. James Flynn of the Global Peace Foundation, key leaders from various academic institutions, non-government organizations, and civil society groups, officers of the Global Leadership Council, stakeholders, guests, visitors, and participants of this assembly. In my younger days, as a child who belonged to the Tiruray tribe of Upi, Maguindanao, I have learned, like many boys and young men in my family, how to make toy guns and rifles out of wood and from banana leaves made ribs. We will then play war with other boys. It was fun. It was exciting. We will play war as often as we want. But one day we were asked if we could play peace, and nobody knew about it. The question is, does anybody here among us know how to play peace? Do you know how to play peace? Do you know? I hope so. If you know or if you don't know, may enjoin everybody to please extend a greetings of peace to your seatmates, to the left and to the right. Please do. And to the extent of embracing the person next to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I myself have been contemplating on this idea of playing peace, of doing peace, of spreading the culture of peace. Wherever I am, whenever, however, whichever. I should say I'm a peace advocate, and this is one of my advocacies in life. As an indigenous person, as a political leader, and as a government servant, and as a sitting commissioner of the Commission on Higher Education, because I believe that without peace, development amongst peoples will never come to fore. We need peace everywhere, in communities, in partnership with other organizations, in homes, in places of work, and in schools. As Albert Einstein said, peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, of law, of order, in short, of government. And from my end, I would say now that peace is not just the absence of violence, war, but it is the presence of love, of understanding, of development, of unity in diversity, of solidarity, and respect for each other's inalienable rights. I would like to note that our theme for this convention, Moral and Innovative Leadership, New Models for Peace and Development, will surely bring us to work hard towards achieving our educational goals and objectives by developing partnership with like-minded individuals, organizations, and governments to transform education outcomes. But how could we do this? I believe that the greatest equalizer amongst people is education. That is why, as an indigenous peoples belonging to the Tuduray tribe from far away UP, Maguindanao, I strive hard to embrace education and work so hard to attain it because I am fully convinced that education will fuel us up to achieve self-determination. As a student of peace and development, I had a clear view of what kind of education outcome an individual's life should be like. If there is one paramount aspiration that one should attain, it is peace and development. You can imagine how close to perfection this world would be if there is peace and there is development amongst people. But how can peace and development be attained? Education has to play a major role in the process, as it serves as a means to attain the same. And to make education more relevant and significant, it has to be grounded on values. Because education without values will never amount to the upright transformation of a person. The transformation should start from within the person, from within all of us. An educated person with core values in life is usually well-meaning, has personal peace, and always at peace with his God. Do you have personal peace, by the way? Are you at peace with your God? Very good. If the answer is yes, then I would say, you and I will not think of misbehaving, much less engaging ourselves in criminality, corruption, and even drug addiction. But instead, involve ourselves in activities that are productive and will lead towards betterment of our people and our communities. In my observation as both an educator and a public servant, values educations must be intensified and shall be given more focus in the curriculum. With the advancement of modern technology and intense attention given to the benchmarking of academic excellence, our regard for values education has drastically diminished. I understand that it is education that is at the very core of human development. Innovation in their educational system to better development their human resources address both local and international needs. Educational system focus their attention to prepare their people to be more employable, professionally viable, economic successful, and productive. Today's education is undergoing rapid change in terms of catching up with the international benchmark on academic excellence. Accordingly, our educational-related efforts are all geared towards the preparation and training of our students for tomorrow's challenges by teaching them with new skills, new knowledge, and new information. We focus on teacher development and prepare them to develop new teaching methods, new materials that are more responsive to the demands of the times. We design our curriculum programs, our methods of teaching to better prepare for our students and graduates to pass or at most land on top of every board examination. We focus more on the preparation of our graduates for well-paying jobs here and abroad. But are not enough. Education by heart is also an integral aspect of the holistic development of a person. Hence, we would redirect and rechannel or reinvent our goals to include transforming education, outcomes, and character and creativity. In so much as we need to develop and improve our educational system to become more responsive to the needs of the times, there is always the call for all of us in the education sector to introduce, revisit character development and enhance the creative students vis-a-vis academic and professional excellence. According to William Bennett, character education is the teaching of core values involving in 6 teachable pillars of character that includes trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. While it is imperative that we cannot stop the demand of globalization and technological change, our education outcomes could be more relevant and become more responsive if it carry with them the needed values, virtues, and good habits, and that adapt inside school and once we leave the portals of our alma mater. Honesty and integrity can be taught in any subjects like math, science, and even in arts. We have to be reminded not to cheat, not to copy the works of others, and not to skip our classes. We have to be taught to be creative, to solve life's problems creatively as we solve our assignments in school. How much time do I have? Thank you very much. But before I'll close, let me share you my dreams last night. God talked to me and said, Ronald, those who do not have personal peace, those who are not at peace with their God, those without values, and who engage in illegal and immoral activities, they are all stink and well and smell bad. Mababaho in Filipino. On the other hand, those who are morally upright, whose characters are beyond reproach, those who love and respect their fellow men, they all smell good or mababango in Filipino. Now, please smell the person seated next to you. Question is, what did you smell? Thank you very much.